Hi everybody, welcome to the first of the Robertson fan art vlogs. We thought during this current climate, what better way to keep in touch with our existing database than to have some live videos from within the galleries. Hope you enjoy. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to what we hope will be a semi-regular part of the Robertson Fine Art experience. We'd also like to ensure all our customers during the current COVID-19 crisis that we are currently working almost to business as normal. There's slight delays due to a number of external factors between artists managing to get works printed, signed, delivered. I'm also having to frame almost everything myself. It's been a while since I've had to do that. My framer, unfortunately, is not able to come in due to a member of his family being high risk. So we hope they stay safe. We hope all the members of Robertson Fine Art team stay safe, and we will be here once this is all over. We like to use these videos to keep our current existing database up to speed with all the goings on within the company, be it new artist signings, new releases, some of which you've seen over the last couple of weeks with the likes of the J.J. Adams launch, which has had a phenomenal response. We've had works ordered from all four corners of the globe. We've got works going out to the Far East, we've got works going to America, Australia, a lot down south, a lot to Aberdeen, which I'll be dropping myself. So it'll be good to see you all there. We've also had the new signing of Mr. Controversial, kind of pulp fiction themed works with quirky, fun typography over the top, which appeals to certainly folk of my generation, the noughties and the millennials. I don't know if this video will be ready to go prior to these collections being launched, but we do have new works coming from the likes of Z, our pop artist, who has had a phenomenal response to the James Bond piece we commissioned, which you'll see here. We also have Craig Davison. We had a fantastic show with him last year and the year previous actually. There's new works coming from his portfolio. We also have Richard Blunt releasing two new pieces which look really cool. Kind of a matching pair, his and hers, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm a big fan of Richard's actually, got a few of his at home. We're also hoping to have works shortly coming in from Peter Housen, a variation of drawings, sketches, mixed medias. We've managed to acquire quite a good selection of them, and we look forward to showing you them. As I said, we've had a rather busy period since lockdown started. We've had, I think, in excess of 50-60 J.J. Adams pieces ordered, a number of originals. We've got Katie Jade's new collection that was launched. That went down phenomenally well. That was our first ever virtual exhibition. We weren't really sure how that was going to pan out until the morning of. But I think Katie did a great job with all the videos, albeit she was a little bit nervous to do those for us. You can see a couple of her works behind me here. So I thought, considering I was coming in today anyway to pick up a few pieces for orders for some of you from the Edinburgh branch, I thought this would be a fine time to start the vlogs. So as I said before, I think our journey on these will be kind of day-to-day runnings of the business. You'll see what's selling, you'll see what's coming in, you'll see how we operate. Have some videos within the workshop once we're back up and running, and there's somebody a little bit more streamlined and quicker than me at framing. And you'll meet the staff, hopefully. They'll be keen to go on camera. There's a few of them that I might take a bit of persuading. I certainly did. We also hope to have some artists join us on these vlogs, whether it be Skype, Zoom, calls, whatever it is, or whether it's just simply videos from their studios showcasing some of the new works and telling you about what it's like to work with Robertson Fine Art. How they enjoy coming to do solo shows here, all the work that goes in behind the scenes, which is immense. Big thank you to all the team at Robertson's, the artists, their agents, for all the hard work they do to put that all together for us and give you guys the experiences that you have. I'm sure a number of you watching this have been to a J.J. Adams launch, which is like nothing I've really ever put on before prior to signing Jay. a J.J. Adams launch, you'll have 100, 150 people queued around the corner, up Hanover Street, round Thistle Street, with all the shops wondering what on earth's going on. I think last year we had cocktails, and that was the year before, sorry, we had cocktails, we had a musician, we had a magician unveiling the winning prize for one of the first 50 through the door. We had a sweet trolley, which was great. And yeah, I mean, this year we're set to hopefully raise the bar once again. These shows for us are great fun. I mean, making the money's great, but having the chance to actually have a drink with you guys and chat about the work with the artists, it's a real eye-opener for us to see exactly what goes on in their minds. I mean, for us, we often get information sent in from them, and that's great, but actually hearing it straight from the horse's mouth, as you will, it can't be beaten. And there's lots of little things that you hear about from the artists, whether it's how they struggled making this one piece, how they made something similar, it didn't work, so they just binned it. There's lots of little key elements that help us keep you guys completely up to speed with what the artists are doing. I should take this opportunity to say though, obviously with the coronavirus rife around the world, we aren't entirely sure what's going to happen with our events this year. We will, for the foreseeable, keep them in the diary, and we will obviously, more likely than not, have to cancel them as and when we find out more information from the government. But we will certainly reschedule. We have unfortunately had to postpone our Ron Lawson event in August, which I'm not sure if that'll be updated on the website by the time this goes out or not. That's a sore one. We were super excited to get Ron into the gallery, but we have been promised that we will get some good originals through, some unique work, something a little bit newer, fresh, exciting from Ron, and we look forward to working with him over the next year in the run up to the show in 2021. Frank McFadden in August. He's been a great signing for us. We've really enjoyed working with Frank and having these large 6 foot by 4 foot canvases, which are incredible. You'll actually see one of them here. And yeah, I mean, they're certainly not for everybody, but the people that connect with them and they like the story behind them, it's something that no artist is doing. And I think the technical ability that Frank has is right up there with some of the best, if not in the UK, in the world right now. So we're excited to see what happens with him over the next few years. We also recently had the first ever solo show from Michelle Mackey, Dolly to some, which was, it was really unusual for us as a gallery to have a photography exhibition. We'd not really done that, albeit this a little bit more kind of mixed media. The way that she works, she'll actually use multiple photographic images that she takes herself and then build them all together, one of which is actually here. That's my favourite. And we've got some more of her works here. Now, we weren't really sure exactly what was going to happen at our exhibition, but it was a great response from a real kind of mixed bag of clients. We didn't really know who would come to view the collection, who would necessarily connect with the works, and it's been all across the board. People who normally collect pop art, people who collect figurative, people who collect landscapes. And the stories just resonated with them, whether it's a key moment in their life, something that they're looking forward to, something that they aim to do in the future. So it was really nice to have that kind of narrative behind the works. And once again, from having Michelle here physically in the gallery, it was something that we were able to talk to her about prior to the show going live. And it was something that we can then pass on to the clients, which really helps them connect with the work. And when you take the pieces home and you have that story behind them, you're able to talk to your friends about it, why you like it. And I think for me, it's one of the interesting things about collecting art is having friends around and being able to talk about the work. And whether they like it or not is indifferent to me. It really doesn't matter because it's in my house at the end of the day. So if I like it, it's going up. If my friends don't like it, it normally does still create a talking point, whether you've got it hanging above your dining table and you get into a chat about the story, or whether you get into a chat about the exhibition that you came to, meeting the artists. All of this adds to the artwork itself and why you enjoy it over the years. Okay, so now that's a little intro about what we're hoping to bring to you through these vlogs. I now need to get a couple of bits out the back, get them wrapped up, load into the van, and we will see you in Glenrothes. Okay, as we said, just wrapping up a few pieces here for clients to get ready to be dropped off, and actually installed a couple of these because they've been dropped off not too far away from a branch in Fife. Behind me here we've got Father by Frank McFadden, which is an incredible 6 foot by 4 foot canvas. I don't know if you can really get an idea of the scale of it, but I'm 5'10"-ish, and that's just up to my mouth. I mean, this is going to look stunning in the client's house. It's an original oil by Frank McFadden. So that's one that's getting dropped off. We have also the Puppet by Michelle Mackey. This was sold just after our exhibition actually, and I've just managed to get over to Edinburgh to get it picked up, and it's ready to go down south to a client actually. And we also have this original J.J. Adams Robocop Murphy from 2015. This is actually a light box, which I will get off the van when we get to Glenrothes, and we'll get it all plugged in and let you see it in all its glory. But that's a super cool piece, that one. The background of it's actually got lots of comic book cutouts of Robocop, and it's just a subtle little hint in the background. But yeah, it's amazing. That was actually part of a collection that was launched down in Hoxton that Jay and his agents flew us down to, plied us full of a lot of cocktails, and made all us gallery owners spend an absolute fortune. We did, however, secure some amazing works. Got a free meal out of it, sort of. But that was a really good night, so more of them, Jay, please. Thanks. Okay, that's us here in Glenrothes now. We're just going to get the van unpacked, and we're going to get that Robocop plugged in down the front and let you see it in all its glory. We'll give you a quick tour around the gallery, and we'll get that all done. We're just going to have a little walk around the gallery and show you what the space is like. So at the back of the gallery that I've just come into, we've actually got our art cafe here. So we seat about 60, 65 people here normally. We've spaced the tables out a little bit more for the return once we get back open for social distancing, just for the interim period until we realise what exactly is going to happen within the country. Coming down the front, we've got a nice section here of Ron Lawson's, which we were hanging in anticipation of the Ron Lawson exhibition that was meant to be happening in August, which unfortunately, as I said before, isn't going to go ahead. We've got some Jalomo limited editions here, Scott Naismith's, a cracking Paul Oz, Charlie Chaplin there. We've got our framing. We do our custom framing from the front here, and we have lots of giftware. We have then extended recently into the next door unit, maybe a year or two ago, and we've now got these rooms which are a little bit messy just now. We've been trying to pull out some fresh works for the likes of J.J. Adams, like you see here, and we're going to be rehanging that prior to the doors opening again. We've got a lovely selection here of Katie J. Dobson artworks, which were brought in prior to the digital launch that we discussed previously. This one here, Golden, is actually sold. That one's going to get reframed and sent down to a client for his birthday. Lovely stag original there, that's beautiful. Amazed we've still got that one. Bellicose hand embellished canvas, very nice. It's printed on canvas and then hand painted over by Katie to make it a unique one of one. Through here we have another room. What do we have in here? We've got Richard Blunt, new collection coming from him shortly. Love this one. I've actually got this one at home. We have Gerard Burns, nice ornate mirror. Some originals by Gerard. I'm working with Gerard now for 5-6 years. It's been really interesting to see his progress internationally actually. Followed his solo show in Canada quite closely that happened last year, which from what we gather from Jerry was a rip-roaring success, which is great to hear, him getting the international acclaim that he deserves. We've got some lovely originals here by Zombie Dan, including one of the first stencils actually. You can't really see it in that light. It's a bit better. But yeah, that's called Ride the Spray. So that's a very early work from Dan actually that we've had stored in the company, and we've kept it behind our own collection. But we're now got it up for sale. I'm just going to go head to the van just now and unload that Robocop, and let's get it all plugged in. Okay, so that's just got Robocop all lit up now. You can see him here. If I just tap that, there we go. You can see here that he's backlit with an LED light panel, a light box, sorry. And as I said before, in the background, you can actually see some of the comic book stripped works that Jay's created for the artwork. Now this was part of a set of 7 that was launched at Hoxton called the Surgery Collection. We were fortunate enough to get our hands on this original back in 2015, as I said. Now there are currently no more light boxes like this available on the market. However, I believe JJ might be open to discussions of potentially commissions regarding light boxes. So if that's something you think you might want to go down the line of, then we're more than happy to discuss those potential opportunities with JJ. Commission wise, the turnaround time just now, you're probably looking best part of 4 to 6 months. So if it is something that you think you might fancy down the line, certainly worth contacting us and opening a discussion about it at least. And then we can put the opportunity to JJ and see if it's something that that you'd want to progress with. Regarding JJ Adams commissions, there are a number of various options. Now, we as a gallery have actually commissioned a number of pieces. Being JJ's exclusive Scottish dealership, we have commissioned this Edinburgh Castle Deluxe. Now the original sold back in 2014, I believe. We've since resold the original for a client due to a change of circumstances. Now that original resold in the secondary market for 25k. The deluxe editions here are editions of just 10, following on from the standard editions of 25. So the collection is incredibly exclusive. The standard editions we've seen selling as high as £3,000. They were $695, if memory serves, when they were launched. So yeah, great investment opportunities for anybody who wants to get in on a JJ Adams Scottish exclusive. We have done a Calton Hill piece called Here Be Dragons with JJ before. Now that edition is totally sold out, as is the original. The latest one that we did was called Made from Girders. Now that featured JJ's take on Oor Willie and had him placed in front of the Forth Row Bridge. Now we don't have any of those left. We are, however, in discussions of potentially launching a deluxe version similar to this Edinburgh Castle. So if that is of interest to you, certainly leave your name with us, and if that does come to fruition, then we'll certainly touch base with you and see if we can secure you one for your collection. Now obviously, with this being the first Robertson Fine Art vlog, I have forgot to do a sign off at the galleries. So if you like the content and you want to see more of what's coming, please subscribe, hit the like button, and if there's anything particular you want to see on these in the future, just comment below and I'll check out, see what we can do. Thanks, bye.